I recently got into the realty business, selling houses. But when the company that made my billboard made it, they made a mistake and there was a misprint. And they couldn't fix it for 2 weeks, so I thought, fuck it, I'll just sell reality. People come in and sit down and I say, your son's gay, that'll be $15. Hot dogs are mechanically separated chicken and turkey, that will be $20. And I don't have an end to this joke, but that's reality. You guys owe me 15 fucking bucks. Seriously. This shit doesn't pay. Gary Coleman died recently. At least Jeff Dunham can get a new puppet. Girls are really into their astrological signs, and I don't buy any of that bullshit. And I'll meet a girl at a bar and I'll say, hi, I'm Zach. She'll say, hi, I'm Stephanie, I'm a Cancer, what are you? And I'll stare at her. And I'll say, I'm a hepatitis. I bet it was hard for 1930s and 40s gangsters to clarify what type of hepatitis they had. I've got hepatitis C. Real bad C. Get him cooked C. Like even modern gangsters, like I got hepatitis B. Real bad B. Come on, even the Fonz had hepatitis A. Did you hear about the outbreak of hepatitis in Canada? They all got hepatitis A. Every single fucking one of them. USA! USA! It's not a Klan rally, buddy. Don't start chanting. Lesbians are awesome. I think they're fucking great. Yes. Let me watch you after the show, baby. Creepy. But they're hypocrites. Lesbians are hypocrites. Once you decide you don't want an actual penis, you shouldn't be allowed to use a sex toy shaped like a penis. That's like me saying I'm a vegetarian but having a double-ended steak every other weekend. Your week's over, gay people! Back to straight time! When I was a kid, I was really, really fat. And I suffered from this phenomenon that happens among fat children. And it's when you turn your head to look at somebody and all the fat on that side of your face congeals. So you never see who you're looking at. Fat Eye 2010, motherfuckers. I was so fat that I tottered but never teetered. If I had been a Nazi child, I would have waddled instead of goose-stepped. That's for you, Mom. Yeah. I want to start a website for people that have like lizards or iguanas that have like problems or social disorders. I want to call it erectiledysfunction.com. I'm writing a screenplay. It's about old people in a nursing home. It's a comedy. It's called Jerry Antics. It's got to be great to have Alzheimer's because your family always comes to see you, no matter who's there. I recently hired a private investigator, but the guy ended up being a dick. I was giving away bootleg copies of The Passion of the Christ outside of 7-Eleven the other day. And I got to thinking, if you're born mute and you become a mime, you're just taking the fucking easy way out. Speaking of that, people say Helen Keller was a bitch. I just like to think she was desensitized. Doesn't that suck when you have really good news, like you just won the spelling bee, and you go home to tell everybody, and the only person there is Helen Keller? It's like, God damn it, Helen, if you're not going to look at me, at least listen. You know that Helen Keller didn't go blind and deaf until she was 18 months old? That is way too young to be making a life decision like that. That's like getting a tattoo of your future husband at the age of 3. But that's just not having hindsight or foresight or any type of sight. Here's what sucks, is you guys didn't like him, but I don't care. I did all these Helen Keller jokes like 3 weeks ago in a bar. And guess who was in the fucking crowd? Helen goddamn Keller. She didn't say anything, so I'm just hoping she didn't hear my set. You, Helen. Let's move past that. Did you guys hear we found Waldo's hat in South Dakota? That's pretty exciting, right? Hot on the trail. Remember Waldo with his red poop ball hat? Fuck you, Russia, go to space. We're finding Waldo. You know he's a felon? Those books were put out by the government. Like he ran 5 Ponzi schemes in 1 year, built people out of like $9 million each. He's wanted in all 50 states, all different countries, places that don't even exist. Waldo Garbrinsky. Last I heard he's living in a shack with Carmen Sandiego. And they're making pipe bombs. I bet if those two had a kid, it would be fucking invisible. And extremely well-traveled. This next joke is going to alienate most of the audience. So I'm signing autographs outside of the abortion clinic the other day. And I got to thinking, do you think there's ever any confusion in the abortion clinic? Like the doctor's in the abortion parlor where there's like a ragtime piano and they're doing the abortion, he's like abortioning away, you know. And, shit. And like somebody out in the lobby, like an aunt or a mom that can call off the abortion decides to. So the nurse goes running into the abortion parlor and she's like, abort, abort, abort. And the doctor's like, Sheila, that's what I'm trying to do. Man, my Fruitopia stock has gone to shit. Thank God my Tommy Hilfiger is up. That's where you kids from the 90s. Let's see, I don't think I have any more. Okay, yeah, I got some more jokes. But this is going to be my last one. Oh. Thanks again, Mom. A lot of people smoke marijuana. Who smokes pot out in the crowd? Not a lot of you. I don't want to single anybody out. Who loves methamphetamine? I love tooth decay. But you see these commercials, like these anti-PSA pot commercials for, you know, get kids off of it. And you see these commercials where 2 kids smoke a joint and then they shoot each other in the face with a shotgun. Or you leave your sister at a carnival and she gets diddled by a carny and then it turns out that carny's your relative and he needs a place to stay, so he's staying with you, but he also diddled your little sister. That's not how pot works. Here's how it works. I got home from work and I sat down on my couch and I smoked a joint. And I lost my remote. And I watched Mrs. Doubtfire from start to finish. On mute. Without any pants on. On Thanksgiving.